Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Pure Athletics Sports Stadium here at Rosedale Park on the North Shore in the North Harbour, home of the North Harbour Softball Association. You're watching the final game on day 3 of the 2024 National Fast Pitch Championship. It is the major semi-final, 1v2. Who will book their spot in tomorrow's grand final? Who will have to go the hard way, going through second chance? We will find out after 7 innings or less. It is Canterbury batting first, taking on Auckland. Auckland finishing 1, Canterbury finishing 2. We should be in for an absolute pearler on this one. Well, the first hits I've seen of Nick Hayes in the last couple of days. He just pops it over the hot corner. And he goes sliding into second base to start this ball game. Callum Bishop, the leadoff for Canterbury. Damien Collins here for the play-by-play for Ballpark Broadcasting. I'll be joined in the booth shortly by Bevan Martini, the high-performance manager of Softball New Zealand. Just wrapping some things up. He's been a busy man over the last few days here. So hopefully it's not just me for too much longer. Hope you're enjoying all the action coming to you live from Rosedale Park over the last few days. More cameras, more people, more angles, more super slow-mo action replays. We're doing it all here at the top tournament of the calendar, National Fast Pitch Championship. The best of the best. The association's going head-to-head for supremacy to take home that national title. Auckland and Canterbury finishing 1 and 2. North Harbour and Wellington are playing on the outer diamonds. They're 3 and 4. Whoever wins that will play the loser of this one to book their spot in the grand final. Canterbury had a good win over Wellington earlier today after trailing the game for most of it. They came back in the second to last innings, the 6th innings, to get a few runs, get up, and then hold out Wellington to book their second place spot on the table. Auckland just losing the one game to Canterbury to start off the tournament, but have come back strong. The powerhouse from the 09 with talent to burn. Jackson Watt into bat now for Canterbury. The one runner on, 1 out. Jackson Watt. And at right field for this one. First offering to him is the strike. Watt originally down as the DP role, but has been changed to right field. Going to play the whole one this game. Swung on a miss for a strike, and they'll put him in the hole. 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes. Jackson Watt, pretty handy player, been on the scene for a while now. Way dribbler up the middle. Cole Evans comes out of nowhere to scoop it up and get it over to first in time, where Tommy Anoka catches it for the second out. but not before. Callum Bishop makes his way to third base.
Shortstop number 12, Mitchell Finney, Josh Harbour.
Well, that's going to bring to bat Mitchell Finney, the shortstop. Young man from Dunedin. He's really been coming into his own of late. Leading the batting stats in Canterbury this season. Must be doing something well to get the 4th spot for Canterbury during this tournament. Nick Hayes on the hill for Auckland. Just going outside for that ball. Carl Gould on the screen now, the Canterbury coach. Many games for the Black Sox back in the day. A pioneer of the catching sometimes. 2 outs here in the top of the first. 1 runner on third. 18 meters away from home plate. Hayes gets the call. Gets Mitchell Finney swinging for the 2-2 count.
And strike 2 and 2, 2 outs. Top of the first.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the first. And he gets him swinging on the outside, does Hazel. And that will be the 3rd out, retiring the side, leaving 1 runner on in this major semi-final. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the bottom of the first right after these.
I can't promise you that things will always go the way we want. But I can promise you one thing, that if we fight through the pain together, if we strive every day to make each other better, if we learn to communicate and never lose sight of that vision, then we will surprise people. So don't settle for being a good player. Don't settle for being a good team. Aspire to something greater, know in your heart that this team is special. Look at the players around you and make that commitment to them right here, right now.
Well, it's a party here at Rosedale Park. Day number 3 of the 2024 National Fast Pitch Championship. It's the major semi-final. Canterbury taking on Auckland. This is Auckland's first chance at bats. And leading off for Auckland is Brock Evans, the second baseman. Leading off for the Auckland Blue Sox, taking on the Canterbury Red Sox. And I'd like to know if either of them have blue or red socks on. Popped up. Josh Harbour will go back and catch that all day long for the first out. Well, now's a good time to bring into the booth a guest from Southern Pride, Josh Kelly. G'day, Josh.
How are you, mate?
Very, very well, mate. I'm looking forward to Championship Sunday for sure, but we've got to get through this one first. Thanks for joining us in the booth. How you found the tournament so far, mate?
Oh, it's definitely a good experience for us anyway.
Yeah, we'll just get that mic closer to your face, mate.
That better?
So, yep, that's perfect. Absolutely. Well, I hear this is your first season back after a bit of a spell. How long was the break?
I think it was 4 years, eh?
4
4
years?
seasons.
Yeah, so you were in that 2018 Junior White Sox team?
Black Sox.
Black Sox, sorry. Black Sox
Not
team.
White Sox.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, my bad. So where was that tournament?
That was at Prince Albert over in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, big hit from Cole Evans, but
Oh, what a catch.
Callum Bishop has been catching all those on the fence this tournament, and he gets that out on the fence at centre field. And might not be as easy as that for the next batter. Ben Anoka coming in, the centre fielder. We'll be looking to put it in play, the experience of the man. I got a player in my team this year, came back to the softball as well. I think he was in that team. Tyrell Packer? No? Not the 2018?
Oh, yeah. He was with us.
Yeah. Oh, he had a break as well, 4 or 5 years.
Is he back playing now?
Back into the game this year.
Oh, good on him.
So tell me, mate, why do you get to that pinnacle and then?
I actually tore all my rotator cuff.
Oh, so you have an excuse.
I tore all that.
Yeah.
And then was a bit lazy on the recovery and kind of felt like it was a bit of an excuse to have a bit of a break. And then, tried to throw a ball like 2 years ago and still couldn't do it. So I thought I'd better sort something out, and now I'm back here.
Awesome.
Got it all sorted last year. And
Fantastic. So part of the Southern Pride, you're all over for the South Island, are you? I know you're from Nelson, sunny Nelson, of course.
No, well, I play in Canterbury, so I go down as a pickup out of Canterbury.
Right.
Yeah. So, we've got a few players out of Canterbury that go on to pick up, and the rest is all everywhere else but Canterbury, pretty much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And how are you finding it being back into the sport, mate?
Yeah, it's good actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Missed it?
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you take the time away. I think mine was about 15 years, mate. Went and played rugby for a bit there, but then you regret. And then you wonder why you did it, but your back says, you shouldn't have done rugby. So I'm going to miss from Ben Anoka, and he will go back to the dugout with a quick 1, 2, 3 for Auckland. So we have one completed in this one. So we go to the top of the second. No score in this one. We'll keep Josh in the booth. Josh, Southern Pride coming down with a mix of team. How have you guys found the tournament? Bonding, you guys clicked as a team?
Yeah, we're all good. It's just a good learning curve for everyone. Like, none of these guys play softball like that down there, because a lot of them from Dunedin, and we don't have ball like that. Well, they don't have ball like that down there. So
we had Will in the booth earlier, and he knows a lot of the Canterbury boys. You know, Mitchell Finney drives 4.5 hours every 2 weeks to play some ball. Like, that's
I got to go 4.5
crazy.
hours to play as well.
Wow.
I go from Nelson to Christchurch every weekend.
Of course.
Yeah.
So every weekend?
Yeah, every weekend. Yeah.
That's a lot of miles,
apart from
mate.
weekends like this, we come up here. But
yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, what have you guys taken away from this tournament?
For us, it'll probably just be experience, really, and seeing what it's really like.
What's been the highlight?
Ooh. I don't know what a highlight would be, actually. We've had a few runs put on us. But, I don't know.
You can think about that, and if that light bulb ever goes off, you just let me know, mate. So there's been some great talent on show. Have you watched a bit of the games? Have you liked what you're seeing around the tracks?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And where do you reckon it will take you after being back into this game, being at this tournament, the National Fast Pitch Championship? Where would you like to go next?
I'd like to go all the way, but I'd need to do a bit more training and a bit more prep for that, and still need strength for my shoulder up. Like, it still plays up quite a bit, but
what did you actually do to it?
Tore the 2 front rotator muscles, or I don't know. Tore the rotator cuff anyway, and that put me out for a while.
Was it over time or just like something went ping?
It was at NFC the year after we went to juniors, so that must have been 2019. Yeah, 2019 it happened, NFC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Playing for Canterbury?
Nah, playing for Southern Pride.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, mate, I see it all the time. I work in the sport. I work for the Hutt Valley Softball Association, and I see so much. They go through the groups, they get that silver fern on their cap, and then they'll have a spell. So on the sideline. So it's always awesome to hear the stories of those coming back to the sport, and still so young. How old are you now?
24.
24 with a refresh break of a few years. Outstanding.
The biggest thing I took out of it was recovery.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I didn't really do a hell of a lot back then, but now I probably do too much.
Yeah. So what has the routine changed for you?
Ice and more ice. And
Is it
Voltaren
the Voltaren? Yeah. Is it the pre-game, the post-game? You're looking after yourself?
post-game probably more.
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting the ice straight on it.
Yeah. And what position are you, Josh?
Pitcher.
Pitcher.
Yeah.
That would explain the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still throwing the hooey?
Trying to.
Trying to?
Yeah.
What's the go-to, mate?
Up and out.
Up and out? Okay.
Don't have to worry about hitting someone then.
Well, it's a bit different looking at this Auckland team where you got Nick Hayes on the hill, and then you've also got Floyd Nola and Liam Twigton in the dugout. So you go from abundance. But did you have to do the heavy lifting for your team this weekend?
Oh, it hasn't been too bad actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Evened it out. Good experience for the younger fellas to get out there and do some.
Oh, 100%, mate. 100%. As long as they stay in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming in, mate.
Nah,
I know
bloody
Chopper just walked past you and said you want to jump in the booth with Damien. So
Yeah, he threw that one at me.
Oh, he does that to you, mate.
Yeah.
He did that to me about 8 years ago.
He's still here.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
indeed. No, it's always a fun time. Well, Nick
All right.
Hayes is on the hill. Josh, appreciate
you.
your time, my man.
Cheers, mate.
You go and enjoy that Spade Summit. Have one for me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Josh Kelly from the Southern Pride, back into the game after a few years. Lives in Nelson, plays in Christchurch. A lot of travelling for the South Islanders, playing the game that we all love. Well, during that, two batters stepped up, Josh Harbour and Bailey Hamilton. And now it's Anthony Stewart. And he's not agreeing with the zone after Mark Porteous called him out on the KC. And that's a quick 1-2-3. We'll have a quick break. We'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium here at Rosedale Park. We're in the bottom of the second here for the major semi-final between Canterbury and Auckland. We've had a result in for one of the women's semi-finals, the minor semi-final, between Hawke's Bay and North Harbour. North Harbour getting the win over Hawke's Bay. So they've booked their spot in the next semi-final. That will be playing the loser of Canterbury-Auckland Women's that is currently on Diamond 2. Actually, it looks like it's finished considering some of the Canterbury girls are now sitting in the stand in front of me. So we'll have to find out what happened over there. But it is North Harbour playing the loser of Auckland, Canterbury in the Women's. Tommy Gunn gets a piece of it and sends it up the middle just before Callum Bishop. Thomas Inoka,
One man out.
one of the most experienced players in this Auckland side.
Connor Peden on
Well, Nathan Nukunuku is not letting Thomas Inoka go for a run around the bases. He's going to send out Harrison Wildboar to do the running for him after that shot to centre field. And now into bat is his little brother, left fielder Campbell Inoka. Good to see Caesar back in the game after an injury over the last couple of years. He's all mended, has a little niggle now and then, but he's feeling good, and it's good to see him back out there. Bottom of the second, no score in this semi-final between the 1v2. Harrison Wildboar standing on first base, ready to do some running, and he does. He slides, ball goes under. They're going to call him out going early.
ball out for leaving early.
A lot of runners have been called leaving early during this tournament, and I'm wondering what it is they're getting wrong. Or is it the umpires? Can't be. Surely not. Definitely never. Well, the umpires for this one behind the dish is Mark Porteous. At first base, Andy McManus. At third, Tony Karuna. And doing the shot clock, well, the time clock, is Lance Type. The official scorers for this one is Donna Gillard and Marie. Why did I not write her last name down?
On the corner,
Kingsington, of course.
3-1.
No, it's not. That's Allison. Well, good to have everyone at their stations for this one, except for my colour, wherever that may be. The young man on the hill, Liam Potts, came in after one batter against Wellington. Ben Watts started the game there. He faced the first batter of Wayne Lulu. He sent one pitch to Jerome Ramaki, and whatever happened in the pitch, he just did not look right, and they pulled him off straight away. Maybe he was carrying an injury already. But the second batter of that, Liam Potts, came in and had an absolute blinder, really finding his rhythm. And that's why he's got the ball for this one. Campbell Inoka on first base. Into bat is Connor Peden, the DP. Two balls, one is the count on Peden. Connor Peden, part of the Mount Albert Ramblers Club. He's spent some time with the Black Sox squads as well over the years. Played in the World Cup here in 2022. A catcher, an outfielder, or a designated player. Either you don't want to take the stick off him. And he gets choked up with that one. A dribbler to third. Josh Harbour is asking if it's dead ball. He's asking if it hit him on the way down. Mark Porteous, you've got some of the most experienced umpires in the country in this one. And Mark Porteous asks the question. Josh gives him a smile like I had to ask Mark. So now Auckland with runners on 1 and 2. And that is going to bring to bat Reese Evans from the hot corner, third base. Reese, the oldest of the Evan brothers. Pretty crazy when you look at such talent over the Auckland region for the Auckland Softball Association, how stacked they are, and yet one team has 6 players from 2 families, the 3 from the Anokas and the 3 from the Evans. Clive and Duncan and the rest of the families, well done on the offspring. We're pretty proud of them. Well, Caesar's in a rundown situation. Oh, Mitchell Finney just thought, what is going on? I think they think that Harbour caught that ball. I'm not sure what they are calling for this one, because by all accounts everyone was running on the ball and pretty much should have been there, but I think they're saying that it bounced, and therefore that's why the rundown started to happen. So TK, McManus, and Porty now having a corridor in the middle of the diamond to figure this one out. Campbell Anoka has waved the white flag. He's gone into the dugout, but the officials still talk. Oh, no, he hasn't. He was just getting rid of something. Here he is back again. Another umpire conference already in this one. Well, of course, Nathan Nukunuku was always going to ask the question, what's the call and how did you get there? A little weird not seeing Nate in the playing uniform, not going to lie. Such a stalwart of Auckland softball for so long. Good old number 12. And I'm not talking about Nick Hayes. Well, they're calling it a catch. Didn't tag up. So therefore got the tag because he didn't get back to the base in time. So it's a weird one because Auckland, by all accounts, had the runners on. But the double was turned, and the double is now in the books, ladies and gentlemen. So we have 2 completed in this one. We'll be back with the top of the third right after these.
Your world, your color, your choice with Racine.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium at Rosedale Park for day number 3 of the 2024 National Fast Pitch Championship. You're watching 1v2 in the semi-final here. It's Auckland, the 1 seed, taking on Canterbury, the 2 seed, and Anthony Stewart. No, sorry, that was Cameron Watts. Squares up for the bunt, but goes off the top of the bat and into the glove of Tommy Anoka at first base. And that will be the first out in this one. Two of the nicest people in softball just walking past. I love tournaments and seeing the legends and the great people that are in this game. Donnie Hale, Sina Hunkin. Two of the best, those two. Here with the notebooks out all weekend, of course, with the women's. Looks like they're enjoying this one. No notebook in sight. Outstanding. Nick Hayes on the hill for Auckland. Now wearing the sunnies are back on. Bunt goes down, bunt goes foul. Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes the call. And I haven't done it yet, so let's look at the fielding lineup. Maybe let's don't. Okay, here's the fielding lineup. Nick Hayes on the hill to Max Early. Well, the ball, sorry about that, ball went out to centre field. A single to centre field where Jarman comes in to scoops it up and takes his time to walk back to the centre field fence. And here's the replay of that. Or not. Here it is. Oh, the slap, running slap just over the top. Canterbury with a runner on. In the last game against Wellington, they left a few runners on before they made it happen where they started converting them. Just off the glove of Max Early. And Curtis Dove now at second base. And in the batter's box now is the centre fielder, Callum Bishop. Been having himself a day, actually. Some beautiful catches earlier on in the day. Good moments with the bat. Let's see what he can do in the semi-final against this Auckland team. So many people around the park watching this one. A lot of the games have finished for the day now.
And swing and miss for strike 2 and 2.
As soon as some more results come in, I'll share them with you for sure. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 out here in the top of the third. Callum Bishop leaves that one for the ball. We'll take the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And we've got a full count, 1 out.
Hazel gets his call from early. Set into the wind-up. Goes inside, and Bishop leaves that one for the walk.
And Bishop draws a walk safely over the 1.
And that will put a runner on 1 and 2 for Canterbury with just the 1 out here in the top of the third. With the battery of Nick Hayes and Max Early having a quick chat.
That brings back the left fielder, number 7.
Nick just turns to Porty and can I help you, sir? As we check the time. Well, it's enough of hearing of just me. Surely you were over it in the first innings. So let's welcome in the colour commentator for this one. The high performance manager of Softball New Zealand, Beaver Martini. Hey, Beaver.
Tēnā koe, Damien. Hey, tēnō pai, you were talking about, I was just actually over there watching North Harbour women play Hawke's Bay.
Yes.
Hawke's Bay were leading, Harbour's just come back and ended up winning right at the death. Hawke's Bay had a runners on first and second, had an opportunity but didn't get there in the end. But hats off to Hawke's Bay, coming fourth, outstanding with Kevin Giddings and Fabian Barlow.
Yep.
Rita Hokianga on the mound, and you had expertise coming and supporting them, and they did an outstanding job, and it was great to see, great to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. They were when a lot of us saw the team on paper. Well, the bunt goes up. Reese Evans tries the trick play, tries to leave it, so therefore they could get the lead runner, and they do not get there in time. Third base umpire Tony Kairuna says no, he is safe. Nick Hayes has gone over. Give me the ball. I'm ready to go again. Here you see the replay. Ooh.
Bit of a bang play there, Damien.
Yeah.
Bit hard to see, you know, with the line of it. Obviously, the umpire's probably got the better view to see what's going on. All he's doing is watching the foot and listening for the glove.
Yeah, well, if anyone knows how to get in the right place, it's TK, Tony Kairuna. And another question has been asked from Nathan Nukunuku. I think this is the third or fourth conference between the umpires in this semi-final already.
Right, and there's a lot riding on this, you know. The winner goes straight through till tomorrow.
100%.
And obviously, you know, with your best pitcher, you only want to play one game tomorrow. You don't want to play two.
Right.
So you do as much as you can to get forward and to make the most of it. And, you know, Evans probably playing that trick play, but understanding the ball's still spinning after it's hit the ground and it's just got away from him.
Well, here's that bunt from Ruben Elkins, where Reese Evans purposely misses it, drops it. I'm not sure how you want to frame that.
Oh.
But they're calling it out. So the lead runner is now going back to the dugout, and that will be Curtis Dove. He is the second out of this innings. Josh Harbour comes out to have a question as well. And with two down, that is going to bring to bat Jackson Watt. Jacko into bat now.
Right. Kokori.
He grounded out. Look at that smile. One of the characters of Softball New Zealand is Jacko. Two out here in the top of the third. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Jackson playing in right field for this one. Has been owning that DP role for the Red Sox for the last few games. Gets a piece of it. High hopper to Brock Evans at second base, who makes the play, and that will retire the side with a couple runners left on. We've still got no score in this one. We'll be back with the bottom of the third right after these. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here for day number 3 of the 2024 National Fast Pitch Championship. It's the semi-final between Canterbury and Auckland. The winner books their spot in the grand final tomorrow afternoon. The loser takes on the winner of North Harbour Wellington. And we are trying to get that information. We do know that North Harbour beat Hawke's Bay, and we just found out. Well, actually, we're just trying to figure out if it's actually legit. We understand that Auckland beat Canterbury 1-0. So Canterbury will have to take on North Harbour tomorrow. Auckland getting their spot in the final. Last year's beaten finalists as well. another chance to go one better. So we'll get all that information from Bevan as he comes back to the booth. It's a busy man, that one. He's just had to take a phone call and rush out again. Into bat now is Max Early, the catcher. From the Auckland United Club. No, as if an Early would be it there. No, of course, the Early's strong Ramblers. Hilton, Cynthia, the whole family, Sheree, Ricky, Megan. Early gets it past the infield of Canterbury. Wow. And Early touches the base and he's out straight away with the runner Harrison Wildboar out to do the DR. He keeps on looking back. And why is Nathan following me? I think Nate's just going to have a quick talk to Andy McManus. I think he just wanted to be on the diamond again.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Bevan has done the homework. He's gone out and got the information in the other semi-final. So the loser of this game will take on the winner of that game, North Harbour Wellington. And it is confirmed that North Harbour won that game 12 runs to 5. So in the semi-final tomorrow to book their spot in the final is going to be North Harbour. And they will be taking on whoever comes second in this one.
North Harbour hit 2 grand slams.
Boosh.
2 grand slams and the game finished in 5 innings.
Wow. Wow.
So Wellington finished in 4th.
Last year's champions, we're guaranteed a new champion in both the men's and the women's. Of course, if Wellington finish 4th in the men's, as I see the van, the van going past with the Wellington team in it. Well, that's it. That's bad timing. And of course, Hutt Valley not in the top 4 either. Wow, the wheels of Oscar Clark. One of Chopper's favourite players, this kid. Nobody around, left first base wide open.
Great execution there by Oscar. Great execution, putting the ball on that side of the second baseman, and you had 2 players going for the same ball. No one at first base. Great opportunity, and coming up, got a lefty coming up before their main hitters come forward to move this runner around. Oh, had an opportunity.
He did. Well, the bunt goes down from Brock Evans. And the purpose of that was to move the runners around, and that's exactly what he did. So Wildboar now at third base. Oscar Clark at second. With 1 down, it's going to bring to bat the shortstop, Cole Evans.
And he's just got intentionally walked, and off the first he goes.
Yeah, that will happen. You're not going to risk it with Cole Evans. He has been smacking the ball all over the place this tournament. And with 1 down, you don't want to risk it.
That gives Canterbury an opportunity here to roll a double play, go to any base. They've got an opportunity. They're going to play in and make sure they don't score on this contact by Ben. And they're just keeping their options open.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand putting Cole on to make the force, but he's still got one of the best players in the world stepping up to bat with Ben Anoka.
Those are gambles you play.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All they're asking here for Liam is to keep the ball down and low and getting a ground ball.
Yeah, Liam's really impressed me today. How he came into the game and didn't flinch against Wellington to get that win over them and grind it out.
And he's carried this team. He's carried Waitaha all the way through, to get where they are. Yep. They've had a couple of injuries, obviously Benny Watts and
Jarman hits it in between 8-9. Jackson Watt makes some distance to get there. They'll tag up. Nobody at third. And they're calling safe. So what looked like a tag didn't happen. And then they touched the base. So they've scored 2 here. We'll just double check what exactly has happened.
So we went past home plate.
Yeah.
Coming through here, he went past home plate. He's gone past it. He sort of told the runner to carry on, Cole Evans carry on, and then the catcher turned around and worried about Cole.
Well, it's not a force because of the catch at centre. Harbour in here.
And they're questioning about there's that metre distance in regards. So they're questioning that.
So Jackson Watt had to do some hard work to get over to make the play and just fires it in. So they score 1 easily. Harrison Wildball tells him to go down and he goes around him. And then plays a little, you can't get me. Cam Watts gives up. And then he goes in and touches the plate. And Mark Porteous, one of the best in the country, calls him safe at home.
So great job by Benny, getting the ball elevated, hitting the ball out in the air, and that's what his job was to do. Put the ball out there to play it, and Oscar's, he's a smart softballer. He's gone from second all the way home on that play.
He has indeed. Well, the ball gets slammed out to centre field where Cullen Bishop make the play for the third out of Thomas Sanoka. And that will retire the side, but not before Auckland open their account here in the bottom of the third. They lead the semi-final, 2 runs to 0.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
104.9 and 94.9.
When the radio's on and the sound's hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way to stop. That's where it sounds like the best every day of the week. Better than all the rest. We let the music speak. All the best throwbacks, 90s and more. Atiawa Toa. All the best throwbacks.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the top of the fourth in this semi-final between Auckland, who seeded 1, against Canterbury, who seeded 2. And the production truck, if you will, the desk behind us, the production team are quite happy with what they got on the camera work with the replays. Oh, wow. Well, Auckland lead this one, 2 runs to 0. But we know Canterbury can grind. Wellington got those 2 runs in the first innings earlier in the day, and Canterbury grind out for 7 innings to get that win. So we know they can do it, but we also know there's talent of this Auckland team.
And you got Nick out there. He's got the runs. They've given him the runs that he's needed. He's got to go out there and close this Canterbury team down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Continue to do what he was doing last night, as well as what he did to start the game. He's just got to continue to hit those corners.
Yeah, Nick was dominant on the hill last night here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. He'll be looking to do it the same.
Poirua, haukai rua.
Well, Bevan, I think this is a good time to have a quick chat about the vacancies that I got in the email today. We've got a couple positions for application, if you will, with Softball New Zealand. You want to tell the people a bit about them?
Yeah, a couple of head coaches have come up, position in roles because campaigns have finished. So there's the under-23 men's head coach position gone up today. And looking for opportunity for people to put their names forward as the head coach, looking to lead into the next to the second WBS World Cup in the next 3 years, and also the Junior Black Sox head coach positions come up because obviously gone to Mexico with that campaign, and it's opened up again. So 2 head coach positions coming up, and giving time for the opportunity to build their campaign, create what they want to do in moving forward, and looking at the talent pool and supporting that for the growth for our men's team. 2 great opportunities there to be a part of.
Massive, and not every day you'll see 2 head coaching roles at the national level up for grabs. Junior Black Sox head coach and the Major Sox, the under-23s head coach. Of course, Stevie Dean stepping up to the top team as Thomas Markey's new assistant.
That's right, and and the positions become vacant, in regards to that. And also, you've got the situation where the campaign's finished as Jared Martin was the past head coach of the Junior Black Sox, and one because of finishing the last World Cup, the vacant has come again. Reapply.
Yep.
And I'm not too sure whether Stevie will reapply. I'm not too sure how that works, but with him being up in that assistant role, he's got a lot on his plate in regards to...
I can imagine, mate. Is there any type of overlap, like, say, an assistant coach of that 23s being in the mix with the juniors as well? I mean, is there any crossover?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. They've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
Building 2 campaigns in regards to that, the heading away offshore.
Yep.
There's a lot of camps to be done. There's players to be selected. A lot of planning of going away to build up tours, whether it's to Australia or over to the ISC 23s or off to Europe. So there's a lot of things to be put in place to how you want to build your campaign moving forward to the next World Cup.
Yeah.
So
she's a big job.
And then for that, those 2 people who become ahead, then they have to build their own team of management for them to move forward.
Yeah, of course.
So great opportunities, definitely.
Hamilton on deck, Anthony Stewart.
Well, it's exciting times, and whoever applies for that role, good luck to you, and whoever gets it, we're all behind you. And if you need a manager, you know my number. Hey, 3 tournaments, 2 tournament managers, and a championship, so I must be doing something right.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a great opportunity for people that want to grow and develop our younger players.
Yeah.
Moving forward into the Black Sox and keeping the linemen in the pathway connected.
Yeah. Of course.
And working alongside and making that commitment happen. And it's great to see.
How has the lineman been up until now? I know it's been a focus of the current regime, and I've heard yourself say it. But was there an alignment before?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Because the people who had their own different agendas and saw what was going on.
Yeah.
But as you see in other sports, they have those alignments.
Yeah.
Players move forward, coaches move forward, and in regards to high performance, that's what we got to look at. We've got to be able to give experience in that younger grade, in the developing our coaches as well as our players,
yeah,
for them
absolutely.
to move on to take those head roles. Because as we've seen with the own World Cup here, you know, there's a lot to take on. You know, it's a massive task. So you've got to be able to grow your coaches to give them an opportunity to then move forward into it.
I love the sound of that. Mitchell Finney now safe on second base.
Yeah, and Waitaha, they're definitely getting out there and they're being aggressive, which is great to see.
Another pick-off attempt from Max Early. Has no lack of confidence to throw that ball wherever. And when you got the Evans brothers up the middle, pretty good targets. Swung on a missed from Anthony Stewart.
Tino pai te epa, Nick. E pai te wera. Nice heat on that drop ball right there.
Nick Hayes playing back on New Zealand soil for the first time in a little. And he gets the ground out to Thomas Inoka, who tags up at first, and that will retire the side. We are still a 2-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the fourth, right after these.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
The decisions we make matter. The cloth you put on your back, that comes from somewhere. Ours is Ecotech, and it comes from here. One of these equals 38 of these, not in landfill. High performance fabric worthy of what you stand for.
100.9.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the semi-final between 1v2, the winner going to the Championship Sunday's Grand Final. The loser having to take on the Fire of North Harbour at the moment. We got a 2-0 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. And we're joined in the booth. And we're talking about head coaches and one of the newest in the country, Thomas Markia. Welcome to the booth, my friend.
Kia ora, Thomas. Kia ora, Larry. So, Larry, you know, it's just gone out that the Major Sox head coach rolls up for appointment, and also the under 18 Junior Black Sox head coach has gone out in regards to looking for applicants to put their name forward. Obviously, trying to keep alignment and things in place. You know, so thoughts around that?
I'm sure there's a couple of great candidates out there, Beaver, to you know, step into the role. Certainly guys that have been in amongst the program itself, and hopefully we're going to get a few more applicants in there.
No, that's good. In regards to the ball that you've been seeing over the last few days, looking at prospectors, obviously, you know, heading away to the group stage off to Canada in July. You know, calibre of ball of what you've seen at this stage?
Oh, look, it's been okay for the first 2 days, Beaver, but now we get to see some final softball. So just out the back watching Wellington versus North Harbour, and Damien, you said before, was coming in hot, and North Harbour was pretty hot in that game.
Yeah, awesome. It's a big final here. What will you be looking to see out of your elite? I mean, there's a lot of boys in your setup out here. Well, what will you be wanting to see from them in this tournament?
Oh, look, we're actually looking for these guys to step up and take their team to another level.
Right.
We are seeing that through some of the guys in the previous game out there, and just a couple of pressure situations in this game that we're seeing, which is going to be great for these guys.
Fantastic. Thomas, you've gone through the ranks yourself. You were the juniors coach a few years ago, and now you're in the top spot. So, what do you think those characteristics with? I heard Beaver just say to you about the coaching roles that are up for grabs. So, what kind of characteristics will they be looking for in Softball New Zealand with those applicants?
Well, that's Beaver's job, really.
Yeah, true.
Might have to ask Beaver that question, but look, we're looking for skilled guys, aren't you, Beaver? In terms of their nous about the game, knowledge about our softball program itself.
And that's the education. We're after that competency to be able to upskill our players so that when they get to this level with to play in the Black Sox. Oh,
wow.
Costly error right there. Costly error. You go back to third.
And just a nice little running bump there from Reece Evans, which we've been working on as a team for the past couple of months. So great to see that sort of stuff brought back into our game in terms of what we're looking for. So, they must have a big range of tools in their tool belt, and to keep all those tools sharp all the time. So.
Of course.
Great stuff by Reece there, just going through his work.
And those are the things that we're after for those head coaches to bring, so that these guys arrive in that environment of the Black Sox to be able to execute them without Thomas implementing them in trial games and saying to these guys, how about trying this, how about doing that? They're already doing it. It's all already part of their toolkit and coming into it. And then when Larry gets them, he's able to take them to the next level and move them up to be very competitive on that international stage.
Absolutely. Larry, you had a team at the PK Classic. I know a tournament that you're quite fond of, being your club and all. But the Sox Select team that was in that tournament, was that a positive for you guys to walk away from?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of positives out of that weekend, Damien. My team we had 7 players, so we were able to pull the rest of the squad members in to fill those gaps. But it's great to see that we were able to spread the whole squad out amongst the whole tournament.
Yes.
And like yourselves, you got a couple of players there to make use of, and that was just about giving back to our clubs, giving back to our softball community, getting the guys to really open up and share their experiences throughout the teams like Totara Park.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know when you reached out and said you had us Edu, that you were looking to billet them out and have, if we could have them with a younger pitcher, and so Edu stayed with me, and young Mitchell Shields stayed in the spare room. So we had a 17-year-old pitcher just soaking it all in. At the start of the tournament, he knew nothing about ISC, he knew nothing about Europe, Japan. Second day, that was the hot topic on his mind, that he could play overseas, and then the next day we were just schooling him in information and the legends of our game and who were certain numbers and what should be retired one day maybe. But taking it all in, and it was just a huge positive for our young players what you guys did during that tournament. So thank you.
Yeah, no worries. And I mean, we've had great feedback from the other clubs too. One being Island Bay, who had Nick Hayes out here
of
pitching
course,
tonight,
yes.
and then Cam Watts catching, and Brock Adderwell. So I mean, I know Nick. That's what he does all the time is to share his knowledge and pass that on. So, the Island Bay's got a couple of young pitchers, a couple of young catchers. So,
of course,
that they gained a lot out of that weekend from having those guys around.
Oh, they absolutely would have, 100%. So where to from here, Larry? We've obviously got NFC here. You've got a date in June, July for some game. What between now and then? What are you looking to do next for the squad?
Yeah, mate, we'll get these guys. Once they finish their club season, club nationals in middle of March there, and then look to name a squad of players that we think can take us forward into that into the qualifier in Canada. Have a couple of camps around that, and then make sure these guys are ready to go.
Absolutely. And how are you finding the head coach role, mate, of the top team of the country that you've held and you've represented, which means so much to you? How are you finding it?
Oh, it's a learning experience for me, Damon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Something that I'm really proud of to be a head coach of this of our national team. So always learning, always looking at what other coaches are doing and how they're playing the game. But yeah, it's awesome.
Very cool, very cool. We've got Thomas Mark here in the booth. Oh, well, that shot.
Oscar Clark again.
He's having a tournament.
Look
at the wheels. Goes into third. Keeps them on their toes. They'll score another couple runs here. Auckland finding those gaps just like they can.
And he's causing havoc again.
Yes.
Little Oscar Clark, he's caused havoc at home plate there, and then loaded bases he's just driven in and got a stand-up triple by himself, and the ball didn't even get to the fence. So great work, great good energy by Oscar, and that's what you want from your number 8, 9 hitter and doing those opportunities.
100%. 100%. Like I said, we've got Thomas Mark here in the booth, the head coach of the New Zealand Black Sox. Big year for you guys. But how's the feels? You feeling with what you've done so far? You're on the right track.
Oh, I think so. We've taken the team around the country in a way. To a couple of tournaments. We've put them out there in front of our fans, and all we're trying to do is gain some support on our journey. So, looking forward to the next couple of months, and looking forward to actually seeing these guys getting better over the next couple of months, and then taking a bit of a break, and then looks to go full noise.
Take over the world. I like it. Bring home number 8. What do you reckon?
We'll
but Larry, from all of us in our whānau community, tōkina pananga, we wish you all the very best in your endeavours in the next 4 or 5 months, and going over there and representing us well into that group stage to, pursue into next year and going into the World Cup.
Yeah, no, that'll be great. Yeah, we're certainly looking forward to 25, and 24. Get this campaign on the go, and then we'll worry about 25 when we need to.
Outstanding, mate. Well, I appreciate you coming in time and sharing some knowledge with us and what's going on with the Black Sox. Go well, mate. We're all behind you.
Cheers, Deep. Thanks, Beef.
Kia ora, Larry.
Thomas Mark here, the head coach of the New Zealand Black Sox, taking over this middle last year. Hell of a job. He did so much wonders in the uniform, multiple Hall of Fames, and now he's got a chance to take it to the next level with the coaching. Very excited to see what he does.
Yeah, you're right, and tough ask. But as long as we see improvement, that's all we ask, and the boys to play out there with great mana.
100%, and hoping the high performance managers all over it as well. No pressure.
Kia ora. Hoke ki te kēmu. Aroa mai. Whānau.
Well, we're still in the bottom of the 4th here, ladies and gentlemen. 1 out here. Lead-off batter Brock Evans gets it in the back. And I hadn't even realised that Mitchell Finney was into the mound through the talk with Thomas Mark here. Retired 21.
Yeah, and you take your hat off. Liam Potts has done an outstanding job for them. Ever since this morning when Ben Watts got injured. He's been going all day since 9 o'clock this morning and continued on. So he's done an outstanding job for his Waitaha team in producing of what he's done today. going off. There's no harm in that. He's done an outstanding job.
Absolutely. The young man with a bright future is Liam Potts. One to watch for sure. Well, Mitchell Finney on the hill against another shortstop, Kyle Evans. Gets the ball low, gets it through the 5-6 under both gloves. Little brother will go waltzing into 3 while Oscar Clark crosses home plate and Kyle Evans is standing up on second base.
Yep, and they're just making contact. And that's all I've done, just make contact, put the ball in play. As you can see, you know, the Auckland players are fast and they're aggressive on the bases.
Yeah, they sure are. You talk about Oscar Clark like, he was DR last season, I think he was, getting those opportunities, and now he's in the 9, making opportunities for himself. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, and talk about Oscar Clark. Well, in 2020, he was a key member of that Junior Black Sox to play in Palmerston North, and the Junior Black Sox played in a tournament like this down in Hutt Valley, and he got a pitch hit on his hand and broke his hand, and he was out of the tournament.
That's right.
So to see him excel on this stage, it's great to see.
Absolutely.
And a swing and a miss for strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, with 2 runners on, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th, Auckland are going to send up Ben Anoka. Up in the zone for the ball. Cam Watts having to bounce up a little bit there.
And these Auckland batters are going to have to adjust. It's not something that they're used to. The pitch is going to come a bit slower. They're just going to have to keep their hands back a bit and make the adjustments.
And a touch line for ball 4.
Hikoi. Ben. The Papatahi.
And that's going to load the bases with 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And now Caesar into bat now. Campbell Anoka.
Thomas.
I heard Campbell outside and he's on deck obviously after Thomas. So Tommy Gunn into bat now for Auckland. And can be another dangerous hitter for any team.
In a situation here where this game could get away from Waitaha.
Up and inside for the ball. 2-0. Finney getting into his work here. The hopper over just off the glove of Josh Harbour. And that is going to score the runner and keep the bases loaded.
It had to be a high hopper to get away from his glove, Josh Harbour, because he's not a short third baseman.
He is not, definitely not. Yeah. Well, that goes down to the hot corner with the double there to get out of the innings, but not before Auckland add a few more. I'm not going to commit to the score because of the interview. We're just double-checking it. We'll double-check it in the break, and we'll be back with the top of the 5th right after these.
Thank you, Matt.
Right now?
Kia ora, so I'm here with Nathan Nukunuku, the head coach of the Auckland Premier team, Auckland team, and it's currently 7-0 going into the top of the 5th, or bottom of the 5th, sorry. Tell me a little bit about Oscar Clark as well.
Clark?
Yeah, like he had an amazing, he hit 3 runners in that just before, and then had that, quick replay of the home plate at the bottom of the 3rd. So
Oscar's one of the good under-23 junior players that we've got coming through the Auckland ranks, and he's obviously been promoted to this top side this year. Bit of a indifferent start to the tournament, but definitely showing his wares now. So, yeah, good for the young kid to get a hit like that in front of a crowd like this. Yep.
Awesome, and yeah, the boys are hot with the stick as well. You're 7 runs up. What do they need to do now just to secure that win?
Well, we just need 3 outs here and no runs against us, and then, yeah, then we win.
Awesome. Well, yeah, all the best. Amazing here. 7-0, top of the 5th here today in the semi-final.
Cool.
Cool. Sorry,
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the top of the 5th. Thank you, Layla Bailey McDowell, for that interview with Nathan Nuku, talking about Oscar Clark as well. He's on everyone's lips at the moment.
Yeah, he's hot topic right now. E na mihi atu ki a Leila ho ki te maunga tito he a Taranaki. Kei te mihi. Great to see another whanaunga Leila. Great to have her on task here. Obviously, her sister's out there playing, but obviously she comes from that great stock of Jay and Mike McDowell, Jay Bailey.
Absolutely, yes.
Taranaki maunga, Waitara. Hee-ha!
And you wouldn't take long before you threw Taranaki in there, mate. Well, we are in the top of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen, and the score in this one is Auckland 7, Canterbury 0. Well, second pitch from Hayes Clips.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be after that. He's up 7-0, and he'd be after, getting those quick outs to get out of here. They're in a situation where they only need 3 outs, and, just losing control here and getting one away and just riding straight in the back leg of Cam Watts. So,
well, Nick was pretty quick to check on him to make sure everything was all good. Check out Layla Bailey McDowell's stuff that she's got online, ladies and gentlemen. She's been doing journalism and videos over the last couple of years. She's got some great stuff out there, and she follows, obviously, she does a bit for our sport as well. So if you can support Layla and anything that she's doing with her broadcasting, get right behind her. And I know they're off to the Canterbury dugout now to have a chat to Carl Gould. We'll go to them soon. Outside for the ball.
Sort of situation there, Nick sort of got away from out of his rhythm after hitting Cam, after hitting that batter. He just needs to reassert, kia tau, just settle down, get back into his stride.
Well, he gets a swing and a miss there to level the count 2-2. Cam Watts on first base, ready to do some running. Curtis Dove gets it up the middle.
No. It's in pai.
Cole Evans gets it in time to Brock, but Brock can't get it over to Noka in time for the double. But that will be the first out here in the top of the 5th. Curtis Dove safe on first base, and that's going to bring to bat the top of the order, centre fielder Callum Bishop.
And, Cole, with his experience, he charged it to start with, and then had to back pedal to get it. So
under the glove of Nick Hayes, and backhands it to
Tommy Anoka. Great hands right there by Tommy to pluck it out of the air.
Got some hops on that one. Well, you talk about a tall third baseman for Canterbury. I jumped in when Tocha Park played the Sox Select. We had a group photo with the Sox boys after the game, and I happened to just creep up behind Thomas and put my arm around him, and he looks up at me and goes, "You're the one person I didn't want standing next to me." So, sorry, Tommy Gunn, but I couldn't resist.
Yeah. But Canterbury getting base runners on, saving their outs, trying to keep just trying to score that one run to keep themselves alive.
That's it. We'll give them another bottom of the innings, at least. 2 runners on here in the top of the 5th, 1 down.
No, he didn't pai te epa. Great spot right there on the outside corner. Nice height. Get back in his rhythm.
Ruben Elkins, the left fielder, batting for Canterbury now. Great spot there from Hazel. Good setup there by Max Early. Beaver, you spent many years behind the dish. How's the knees, mate?
They're doing very fine, thank you. It's
Good
more
to
the
hear.
ankles.
Oh, is it?
Hoki get the bite.
2 out here in the top of the 5th. And that's going to bring to bat Jackson Watt. Jacko grounded out to shortstop at his first at bat.
And he won't go down lightly, old Jacko. He'll
Oh.
be wanting to fight right here.
Indeed.
Oh. Yep. Down to their last out right here. Waitaha.
So what's the call on that one? Dead ball. Does the ball
Dead
go
ball.
down? Yep.
Dead ball. Goes down as a strike.
Ah, it's just the angles. I saw it dribble out. Must have hit home plate. 0-1 count now. 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Auckland leading this one 7-0. Down to the last out. Are they down to their last strike?
And he's painting those corners, really, you know, the height and location, he's very consistent, and that's why he's getting those calls.
Absolutely.
Doing a great job out there, Nick.
Yeah, he's not bad. Look better in a Hutt Valley uniform, though. Off the foot of Jackson Watt again.
And just the comments from last night's game, and you see past players commenting, and it's
Yeah.
great to see a pitcher beat the bat.
Yep.
And keeping the shutout, you know,
Yep.
and those are the comments, and then it's what we want to see, you know, moving forward for our Black Sox. You know, we want guys on the hill to be able to beat the batters and keep it scoreless, just like we see here tonight. You know, the teams go out, score the runs, and his job out there is to make sure that they don't score runs.
Absolutely. We need that dominance, especially at the moment. Nick Hayes back playing on New Zealand soil. Even if it is for Ramblers. Oh, pulls the strings on that, and then the walk-off, but just waiting for the call. Little grin between him and Watt.
Yeah, they'll be having a good laugh about that. Nick's probably saying, I got you, didn't I? Jack, I'll be going, no, you didn't. That's why I didn't swing. And it's a ball anyway. Let's go.
2-2 the count here.
You know, why not throw it again, Nick?
Why not?
Just throw it lower. Who knows what could happen?
That one's my bad, he says.
Full count. 3 and 2, 2 outs.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Are we going to see a strikeout, a hits, or a walk? Jackson Watt ready for the pitch of Nick Hayes. Early with the call. Into the wind-up. Gets him swinging, and that retires the side. And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, here in the top of the 5th. Game over. Auckland winning this one 7-0, and to book their spot in the grand final tomorrow afternoon against whoever the winner of Canterbury North Harbour is. Last year's beaten finalist Auckland will be looking to go one better and get that winning record back on track. Well, Beaver, it's been a game. I know you were busy for the first bit, but what did you think of that one?
You know, I turned up and it was a 0-0 ball game, but the person who set it alight was Oscar Clark.
Yes.
You know, I turned up and he was the guy that changed the dynamics of the game.
Yep.
He was the one that created opportunities. He created the runs, put doubt in players. It was a great job.
Well, I think we're going to go sideline to Layla Bailey McDowell, who is with the man of the moment, Oscar Clark.
in tonight's game. Tell me a little bit about that. You're a big part of those big moments.
Just confidence in myself, confidence in the coaches, and confidence in the team. Really, like the team's put it on all week, and yeah, just lucky enough to get it in the big moments.
No, it was awesome. And you'll be playing off against either the Canterbury side or the North Harbour side. What are you expecting, and are you excited for the big final?
Obviously excited, very excited. Just excited for a big game, to be honest. And hardest part about tournaments is making the final. So yeah, just excited to enjoy it.
No, awesome. Good luck. Oscar Clark, great performance tonight. Back to you in the studio.
Well, that was Layla Bailey McDowell with Oscar Clark, who is excited to play in tomorrow's final. And so he should be. He's the talk of the town at the moment. We can't wait to see him. And I think they might be going to Nick Hayes next. I'm not sure. We are ready. Well, let's cross back to...
And go camera 6.
Awesome. Now, Nick Hayes, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. Tell me a bit about that tonight.
I don't know. Just try to pitch the ball, mix catcher, and then umpire caller. It's the game plan.
Awesome. Well, you held those boys to none. Yeah, how do you feel?
Yeah, pretty good. I was a little bit devastated when I gave up the first hit of the game, but then it's all about bouncing back from there and making sure it doesn't happen again.
No, awesome. And going towards the final tomorrow, yeah, what message do you have to the boys?
Okay.
Keep on rolling.
Keep on rolling. Back to you guys in the studio,
Keep on rolling.
Cool, yeah, man. Good luck.
Well, keep on rolling indeed, Hazel. Good to see you back out there, my friend, and doing so well on the hill. Beaver, if you could pick a man of the match, who are we going to go with?
Oscar Clark.
Oscar Clark.
You know, and that's what you want. You want a spark in the game, and he's the spark.
Yep.
You know, like, credit's due. You know, that's Nick's job, but Oscar was the one that changed the dynamics of the whole game with what he did at home plate, and then he came up and then again drove in those runs. You know, Oscar Clark was, you know, here's the player of the day right there.
Outstanding. Well, the Ballpark Broadcasting man of the match, number 18, the right fielder, Oscar Clark. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for day number 3. We are back in the morning with the women's semi-final. It is Canterbury taking on North Harbour in the women's. And guess what? It's Canterbury versus North Harbour in the men's as well. Both Auckland teams have booked their spot in the final. Hopefully, no disruptions with some travel plans tomorrow. Well, on the behalf of the team for Ballpark Broadcasting and Atiawa Toa FM, Bevan Martini, Damien Collins, we bid you adieu, and we will see you tomorrow on Championship Sunday right here at Rosedale Park for the 2024 National Fastball Championship. Let's go.